Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Lucid and their new Air sedan that they have coming out. Now they have 4 different trim levels on the Lucid Air. They have the Dream Edition, that's kind of a limited edition that came out. That was their first one that had the 520 miles of range, very fast, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. I mean, that was a very impressive vehicle. There's the Grand Touring, the Touring, and then the Pure. And I've chosen to place an order for the Pure. Now, actually, this is the first I've mentioned this on the channel, but I placed the order actually back in August of 2021. And at the time when I placed the order, I was actually placed the order for my Tesla Model Y, kind of around within the same week or two of this Lucid order. And really, the Lucid isn't an order; it's basically just a reservation to have an order in the future. And I haven't really given much thought to it over the last 11 months, really, because it seemed like it was just going to be so far out in the future that I didn't really know when I was going to get it, when it was going to be available. I really just wanted to get a place in line for this Lucid Air Pure, which is their base level. Now, when I ordered it, the base price was $77,400 was the base price for this vehicle. And I thought that was going to be that was going to be at least a little more reasonable than like the new Tesla Model S, because Lucid, because they're a new company and they've sold less than 200,000 cars, there's the U.S. federal tax credit available on that car. So there's $7,500 tax credit available to me if I buy a Lucid Air. So that $77,400 now gets down to high 60s, $69,000. And so now that really kind of puts it in the territory of what the Tesla Model Ys are going for. And so I thought it'd be cool to place an order for this Lucid Air Pure and really have it kind of in my back pocket if I wanted to do it. Now, I really haven't given much thought to it. I've gotten a few emails over the last year, and they've kind of indicated like, oh, hey, here's what we're doing, this is what's coming out. But there's so many other there's 3 other trims that they're trying to release and releasing before they do the Pure, and so I really haven't paid much attention to it. Except the other day, I got an email from a customer service representative with Lucid, and the lady said, she's very nice, the email was very informative, and I had a few questions and I responded back, and she was quick to respond. She said, if you want to upgrade your order, we'll honor the original price. So the next trim up from the Pure is called the Touring, and the Touring was probably about $18,000 to $19,000 more than the Pure. And at the time, 77 is kind of a stretch, and so I'm like, I'm not going to do the Touring. I didn't really see that much value. The range is the same, 406 miles, the Touring or the Pure. So the Lucid's base range on their Pure trim is 406 miles, which is awesome. I mean, that's almost like that's almost better than Tesla's range in some of their cars. So I think that's very competitive, and the offer was I could upgrade from the Pure to the Touring at the original price it was back in August of 2021 when I placed the order. So back in August of 2021, the base price for the Pure was $77,400. The Touring was $95,000. So it's like $18,000 to upgrade to the Touring edition. I'd get it sooner. They're saying I could get it by the end of 2022, early 2023 if I did that. Now, I'm not going to do that because I still want the base level trim on the Lucid, the 406 mile Pure. The few options that I would put on there's only a couple options to really consider. I would do the there's an all-wheel drive version, that's $5,000 more. The gray paint, which is a $1,000 upgrade, and then the wheels, I think, are $2,000. I would upgrade from the 19s to the 20 because I think they just look better. The 20s look better than the 19s, how they're styled. And then there's an upgrade. It's kind of like Tesla's full self-driving upgrade. Lucid calls it the Dream Drive. That's I think that's $9,000 to upgrade to that. I probably wouldn't do that just because it seems like it's kind of like Tesla's in that it's available in the future. You'll have more autonomous driving features and things like that. I'm probably not interested in doing that. So I would have about $8,000 in options on top of the $77,400. So that brings it mid $80,000 plus the tax credit. So there's that tax credit available, federal and state. I live in Utah, so there'd be a state tax credit as well, and the federal tax credit. So there's some, and I didn't know also if I was locked in. I remember hearing last month, back in May, June time period of 2022, that Lucid was raising the price of all of their vehicles. And so I just figured, because mine is just kind of a reservation for an order, it's not really an order, I didn't know if my price was going to be locked in or not, if I was going to be subject to this price increase. And so I really didn't pay much attention, and I really thought, well, if they're going to increase the price on this Air Pure, I'm probably not going to go through with it, because it's probably not worth it to me to pay another $8,000 for this car. So that'd be almost $16,000 more than the 77.4 if I was going to. That'd be like in the mid 90s for this car. So I was happy to get confirmation from this customer service representative that my price, the base price, MSRP 77.4, is locked in for me. The caveat, or the asterisk, is I have to place my order within 30 days of getting an invitation to place my order. So my reservation gives me the ability to place an order in the future, but my price is only locked in for 30 days. So once I get notification that, hey, you're ready to order your car, go configure it, place your order, I got 30 days. Otherwise, my price lock expires, and I would be subject to a higher price increase if I wanted to continue the order in the future. So I think it's worthwhile to order the car and get the car and see when it comes. I mean, if it can come first quarter of 2023, that's pretty awesome that they would follow through on their time frame, or they're sticking to their time frame, because Tesla in no way has stuck into their time frame. I ordered a Tesla Model Y in August of 2021. It's July 2022. Still don't have it. I've been waiting a year for that car almost. So I'm really rooting for Lucid. I hope that the company does well. I've read, watched videos. I've looked at reviews. The reviews are fantastic on their car, and their cars are getting close to their stated range, which Tesla doesn't seem to be doing. So I think having a very viable competitor to Tesla is healthy, is great for the electric car market, because they're all going to get better, and us as the consumers are going to benefit from that. If Tesla actually has some competition, they're going to up their game, their quality control, their customer service, which is all lacking. You know, these time frames and these estimated delivery dates, they just get pushed all over the place with Tesla. They really treat their customers poorly in that regard. I think if Lucid comes in and starts giving a better customer service experience, I think that they have a chance as far as, you know, really being at least competitive and driving Tesla to be more competitive and more customer friendly. Anyways, I'm excited about that. It's also cool that they include on their base level car 3 years of Electrify America charging. So this is the National Charging Network, Electrify America, 3 years of unlimited charging through there. And I think that's pretty cool that they have that available. Now, they're not doing the lifetime supercharging like Tesla did, but at least they're giving you 3 years to really just kind of get comfortable, start taking road trips, travel, use the Electrify America network, which is expanding on a daily basis, and should be and can be a viable option when traveling throughout the country. And that's only going to get better as more cars are available, more cars are out there. You know, this Electrify America network is really going to grow in conjunction with the car market. So anyways, guys, that's my Lucid update. I'm going to give more updates as things kind of progress, as I get more information, as I get closer to the order date, and then also if there's changes to the car. But I think I already have my configuration down. Gray, 20-inch wheels, all-wheel drive. Those are the options that I would go with, and I think it'll be a sweet car. I've had a Tesla Model S. I have one now. I don't foresee getting rid of that, but I guess we'll see. It'll be kind of a cool comparison to have, you know, having a Tesla Model S, which can right now, it's a P85D, can only get maybe 230 miles of range, to have a car that has 400 miles of range. That's huge. When it comes to traveling in these cars, long range road trips, city to city, even across the country, 400 miles of range is really kind of the benchmark that these cars need to get to be able to make it comfortable to travel and not have to stop every hour and a half like I have to do in a Tesla. Mine's an older one. The newer ones that have, you know, 350 plus range, it's a little more comfortable to travel in those. And so I really like what Lucid is doing as far as raising the bar on range, comfort, efficiency. You know, they may not beat Tesla as far as performance is concerned. They may not be, you know, may not beat them in performance, but really I think the range is going to be the big factor. And if they can get their cars to get those numbers over 400 miles, and the cars can actually do those kind of range tests, which I've seen they have, that's a big deal. So guys, leave down below in the comments kind of your thoughts. If you've looked into the Pure, if you have an order for one, if you've got a reservation for one, if you've looked at them. I think they're a pretty cool car. I've never seen one in person. I live in Utah. I haven't seen hardly any of them in Utah at all. I haven't seen anyone. I haven't even looked in one. I don't think there's like a design studio or a dealership. They're doing this. They're doing the same model as Tesla is. They're just selling direct to consumer through the manufacturer, and they're having these little studios throughout the country where you can go in and kind of see the car. And so they're kind of mimicking Tesla's approach, and you know, obviously we know that that's worked, and we'll see how they do. So I'm kind of excited to see this car, but I'm not going to get excited too soon. Tesla's really ruined me when it comes to expectations for when a car is going to deliver. But I did want to update and kind of let you guys know about this order because you know it's exciting. They're an exciting company. They're an exciting company to follow, and they have big things coming. So hopefully they can succeed and they can continue to put out a good car. Anyways, guys, leave your comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.